Hello guys, from the Bernabeu, the away fans are in fine voice behind me up in the corner of the stadium. Arsenal winners here on the night, 2-1, 4-1, no, 5-1 on aggregate. And Arsenal are into the Champions League semi-finals for the third time in their history, where they will face Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal worthy winners on the night, the rightful winners on the night. And what a night to rival 2006. You can hear the name of Thierry Henry being sung by those travelling fans behind me. This is a night that will go down in Arsenal history, much like that 2006 night. And the goal-scoring heroes, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, something very fitting about that. You know, for a long time they were the kind of young, hopeful, the players who gave us a bit of hope in quite a dark period for the club. You know, along with Emile Smith-Rowe, they came into the team and they enabled us to believe in a better, brighter future. And tonight, I think we saw some of that future realised. Incredible how far we've come. And I said it after the first leg, that when we do win a trophy, these games against Real Madrid will be reflected upon, looked back on as a big moment in that journey. A moment where this team perhaps came of age. Very special what we've seen here tonight. Arsenal were comfortable really for long periods of that game, and let's not forget this was a game in which Arsenal also missed a penalty, where the margin of victory might have been greater still, where the tie might have been over even earlier than it was. It was a brilliant performance. Arsenal showed a different face tonight. It was the Arsenal I think we've become very accustomed to seeing under Mikel Arteta. Incredibly organised, incredibly well prepared, committed, physical. Madrid were uninspiring, I have to say. You know, they were slinging crosses into the box, and Arsenal very happy to deal with that all night long. Arsenal dropping into that 4-4-2 shape, and Madrid could not find a way to play through them. Arsenal out of possession for long periods, and it suited them. It suited them. They were happy to be that team tonight and to hit Madrid on the counter-attack with the pace of Saka, of Martinelli, the energy of Declan Rice. Outstanding. I believe my man of the match again for the second time in succession against Real Madrid. An extraordinary performance from him across 180 minutes. Saka and Martinelli as well. Players who've suffered since the turn of the year, suffered with injury. In Saka's case, this whole time it would have provided him with motivation to come back for this tie. And you do wonder when he clipped that ultimately pretty bad penalty that Courtois saved, whether it was because he wanted that iconic moment, right? He wanted that iconic moment of the Panenka in the Bernabeu. Well, he got his chip in the end. He got his chip in the end when Marino played him through and he lifted it over the goalkeeper, and he got that iconic moment. And that will have been the thing that he dreamed of, that he visualised, that kept him on the path to recovery, kept him on the path to fitness. So a special moment for him. And Martinelli too, who has had his own injury problems to deal with, to contend with, his own issues around form. But the one thing you could never doubt about him is his extraordinary work ethic. And then suddenly you find yourselves watching a game where Arsenal are in space, you know, attacking space in behind, and lo and behold, Gabriel Martinelli looks a threat. A word from Mikel Marino, who set up both goals playing in that unconventional number 9 position. William Saliba, brilliant first half, big error in the second half. Jakub Kiwior, who came through really strongly. Jurriën Timber, who trod that line so well, managed to avoid a booking for Thomas Partey, maybe the one piece of bad news for Arsenal tonight. I've got to talk about Rice. I just thought astonishing. You know, 2 England international midfielders on the pitch tonight in Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. And there was only one winner in that contest for me. Rice monstered Bellingham. He is the leader of this generation of English talent. He is the next England captain. He might well be the next Arsenal captain, frankly. A special, special player. who has the capacity to produce on the highest stages. That's worth more than any technical ability or physical ability. The ability to not just cope with pressure, but to thrive under it. And Declan Rice does that time and time again. Full of admiration for his courage and his personality. We had an academy boy at 18 years of age playing left back tonight in the Bernabeu. An academy player in Bukayo Saka scoring one of the goals as well. This is a momentous night for Arsenal. And there's a lot of talk about trophies. When are Arsenal going to win trophies? They're singing There's Only One Martin Keown, and Keown is saluting them. Keown's here doing TV punditry down on the touchline. He'll be enjoying this, I'm sure. A lot of talk about trophies. When are this Arsenal team going to get the silverware that it needs? And football is about those moments, don't get me wrong, but football is also about nights like this. We will be talking about this game for some time. We'll be talking about this game in 10 years, 20 years. It's nearly 20 years since 2006. We're still talking about that one. And what about this year? What about what it might mean for Arsenal's chances in this competition? PSG in the semi-final. But imagine the belief that is coursing through those players tonight. And the league campaign, well, Arsenal can afford to take their foot off the gas of there. They can focus now. And could this season, that has felt like a cruel joke at times, where so much has gone wrong, so much has gone against us, could that cruel joke of a season have the most wonderful twist, the most glorious punchline in Munich at the end of May? You do have to wonder. You do have to wonder. And that drum beat you can hear in the background is matching my heartbeat right now, because that was a real privilege to be there. My first time in this stadium. I don't need to come back, really. I've been here, I've seen Arsenal win. And I feel very lucky, and I'm sure those guys behind me do too. They've been in fine voice all night. The sound of Arsenal fans shouting "Ole" as they knocked the ball around in the 55th minute here at the Bernabeu was something I'll remember for a long time. I'm off to hear what Mikel Arteta has to say. I hope you enjoyed that wherever you're watching. Bring on PSG. They're the best team I've seen, I think, in this competition so far. The version of PSG that beat Liverpool and then Villa were exhilarating, if not occasionally vulnerable too. So it's on, isn't it? It is on. Take care, guys. Speak to you all soon. Enjoy this. Bye-bye.